In other news at this hour, the Northwest Economic Development Department is conducting an inspection at different tuck shops across the province. This follows the nationwide outcry about foreign-owned tuck shops that allegedly sell stale goods. Residents accuse tuck shop owners of endangering their lives by selling expired products. The department, which has inspected more than 100 shops in the last 3 months, has confirmed the sale of expired goods at some of the tuck shops. SABC News reporter Tebogo, Phakedi and video journalist also visited some of the tuck shops. Take a look.
We are coming to you from Mahikeng. We are just standing between Dibat and Motlhabeng village, and of course this street alone has just about more than 6 tuck shops. You would know that these are of course pointed as, you know, the local economy. Many of the residents here using some of these tuck shops. You would know that Northwest is predominantly rural, and you would find many residents instead going to buy from these tuck shops. But the concern registered, of course, by some of the consumers is that they find that some of the products or goods are expired, and we've seen the Department of Economic Development in the province doing inspections in different tuck shops across the province. I just want to find out from Sile Litsoho, who's the Director of Consumer Affairs at the department, just to find out what is it that they observed when doing these inspections. Thank you so much for your time. Just tell us about the inspections that the department has been doing just across the province.
Yes, we have been going throughout the province, district by district, as we are aware that our mandate is concurrent with those of the municipalities. We are normally accompanied by environmental health practitioners or home affairs, but we have been targeting the sale and purchase of the expired foodstuff, as we are aware that there has been an outcry in the country regarding the sale of these products. And indeed, at all material times, when you go into these tuck shops, we have realized that they have been sold. And the advice from the consumer affairs, as it's our responsibility to not only educate the consumers, but also to educate the business people that the dangers of selling expired foodstuff, because the manufacturers is absolved from liability in the event where a consumer buys an item that is expired and that a consumer consumes such a product. In the event such a product can be established that is hazardous and cause some ailments or some death, the implication is that the supplier, the manufacturer, won't be liable. Then your claim will only be based on the retailer where you purchase such a product.
Yeah. I want you to just give us a picture of some of the things that you find when you go to these tuck shops. You have with you there a stone, and you were saying that it's consumed. Just tell us about this.
Now, when we are around Ikageng and Kanana, around the Potchefstroom district area, we realized that we found that these stones are being sold for 5 rand at almost every tuck shop. And we have been told that this is a vitamins, for iron. They have been consumed by pregnant women as a supplement for iron. The dangers of this is that this is not labeled. You don't know the kind of product that you are buying. So our advice to consumers is that don't buy an unlabeled product, because at the end of the day, if you have some ailments, we will never know what could have been the cause of such an ailment.
We are just standing next to one tuck shop. I wish I could tell a viewer the name of this tuck shop, but of course we can't see any name. And I assume you've been receiving some of the complaints from consumers. And are you able to complete, follow some of these concerns more so when you go to these tuck shops? You were saying earlier on that branding or names of tuck shops are quite important as well. But when you go to some of these tuck shops, that's not the case.
That's a fact. Because when you go, like we are seeing this tuck shop, there's no business name. And when you go inside, the owner does not provide sales record, the slip that you normally call it. In terms of the law, the requirement is that whatever item you buy, you must be able to get a sales record, which will assist you in the event that you bought a product that causes some harm to you. We must be able to establish where such a product was purchased. So we advise consumers that don't ever buy a product where you are not being provided with a sales record. And we need to know exactly who is the owner of that business, because at the end of the day, these people are moving from one place to the other. So tomorrow, when we do receive such a complaint, but in the event when you realize that the owner that we are confronting is not the person who sold that particular item, we are unable to assist such a consumer.